You know, there's been something going on around the Ontario Hockey League lately that's got me a little concerned. Concerned enough that I think a message needs to be sent. Now, frankly, what I've seen going on around the Ontario Hockey League lately makes me feel pretty strongly that this message is not going to be all that popular. But you know what? I'm just going to tell you how I feel and deliver the message anyway. It's time to toughen up. Like, suck it up, Buttercup. What is going on around here? In the past 3 weeks, we've had 4 coaches either suspended or fined for abuse of official. Look, fair enough. No official in this game, nor player, coach, or anybody else around the game should be abused in any way. But can we get down to what this is really about? 2 things I want to make really clear. Number 1 is I think being an official in any sport is a really difficult job and frankly a thankless one. The other thing I'm pretty sure about here is that there was a directive from the league recently saying, hey, shorter leash or zero tolerance on abuse of officials. Don't let anyone get away with anything. Kind of like when the mouthguard violations started showing up in the league last year and 10-minute misconducts were being handed out like candy. So maybe that's part of what's going on here. But really, can we talk about the root of all of this and the arena, no pun intended, in which we're competing here? There's a lot at stake. It's a results-oriented business. On the team side, the wins and losses get you better positions in the standings. They help coaches maybe get to the next level, the highest level, make more money. Same goes for the officials, really. And with all this on the line and all of the pressure that exists, if you as an official make a mistake and the coach calls you on that mistake, even in the heat of the moment, if the coach calls you on that mistake and uses some foul language, this has got to be okay, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I really think it does. We're human beings, we're not robots. We're emotional creatures. We're passionate about the job that we do, and we are highly, highly competitive. So if you're going to work in this business as a coach, a player, an official, you're working in pressure-filled situations, and you're going to have your emotions run high. There's absolutely a line. Sexism, homophobic comments, racial slurs, absolutely, there's that line. But if I'm an official on the ice and I make a mistake and somebody tells me I'm really bleeping bad at my job, I think we can let that roll off our back and get back to business. We are human beings. We are emotional creatures. And sometimes we have to recognize that the person we just wronged, even though we didn't mean to wrong them, is not at their best. And they're going to have that moment. And I'll bet you after the game, we could get together and talk about it, let cooler heads prevail, and probably even go away shaking hands. Again, there's a line, and we have to make sure the line doesn't get crossed. But holy moly, have we ever got to thicken up the skin? Look, I know it's a little bit different, but in the job that I do, it's public facing. Sometimes you don't like the work that I do. You don't like the takes that I put out there. You don't like the look of my face. You don't like the sound of my voice. You want to remind me that I've been bald since I'm 16, that I'm 5 nothing and about the size of your average 13-year-old. I don't care. Like, go ahead. I recognize that doing this job and putting myself out there that way means that I am susceptible to commentary like that. I wish that you would be nice all the time, and I wish that I was perfect, but that's not the real world. And in the real world, every once in a while, we got to put on our big person pants and toughen up. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. We'll see you at the rink.